Hello, everyone on YouTube, Facebook, and all other forms of social media where this video will be shared. I am sorry that it has taken me this long to get the monthly product update out to you guys, but I do have some wonderful news in this month's monthly product update. I have two brand new suppliers that I am so beyond thrilled to share with all of you, along with some operational, updates. I'm sorry. First, let's get to the first brand new supplier. I'm gonna cover my camera here for a split second. Welcome to Bahamar, a massive resort located in the Bahamas. Now, this resort is family friendly, yes, and it is very worth noting it is not an all-inclusive. So just I don't want to point that out there. But this resort is absolutely huge. It's beautiful. Once you get on the resort, you don't have a reason to leave. I have a personal contact inside of this resort. The rooms in this resort are just absolutely nothing short of breathtakingly beautiful. And to put that into a perspective for all of you, this is just one of the rooms. Now, this is honestly the most tranquil view that you could ever imagine. Because as you can clearly see, you have two beds, lighting, which is good, I guess, if you lay in bed and read. So sorry again, everybody. You have a wonderful view that overlooks the ocean and some of the other rooms, but you're not overlooking the rooms like where you're going to be able to see inside it, obviously. Um, for those of you that will be like me when dealing with this type of a resort, I have a little space right here. So a nice little office space or space to put your computer and everything else, what have you. It's just absolutely breathtaking because even the beaches at Bahamar are just unprecedented. I mean, they really truly are unlike anything you could ever imagine. And again, to put that into a perspective for all of you, this is what the beach looks like at Bahamar. It's just absolutely beautiful. You have nothing but beautiful blue turquoise waters for miles on end. I mean, it's breathtaking. It really is. Prices of this resort are definitely spendy, not something that I really would feel comfortable discussing with you guys in a video. So you can reach out to me by commenting to this video or reaching out to me by email. My email address will be listed in the description of this email for you as well. So you get everybody. But now I want to introduce you all to the next new supplier. Now you can't exactly see it right offhand here, but this brand new supplier that I'm beyond thrilled to welcome is Exotica. Now, Exotica is not a hotel under any circumstances. They are a tour operator, but they have tours all over the world, absolutely all over. This particular picture is actually in the Maldives. So, those of you that don't know where the Maldives are, it's south of Asia in the middle, roughly, of, I guess, what I would consider the Indian Ocean. At least that's just my personal opinion of where the Maldives are located. But let me just pull that up for you guys here really, really quickie. Oh, sorry, my bad geographically. The Maldives are located in the Arabian Sea, borderline in the. They are literally neck to neck with the Arabian Sea and the Indian Ocean. So ultimately, it depends on which way you ever want to look at it. Like, prime example, in Cancun, it all depends if you consider it to be the Caribbean Sea or the Gulf of Mexico. So, but how does this new supply really affect you? Well, it's actually kind of funny. The contact that I have within Exotica is actually somebody from a previous hotel supplier that I still deal with to this date, but they are sadly no longer with that particular supplier, and they have since moved to Exotica. And this person and me have a very good working relation. So know that you will be taken care of because I will make absolutely certain that everything goes exactly as planned. Exotica really has tours in over 100 different countries. So I mean, you get one-on-one interaction with the tour guides and ultimately with the locals. So you're going to be seeing the destination with Exotica wherever you go, unlike anything you have ever experienced with a tour operator from a local perspective, because you will be immersed in the immersive culture with Exotica, and it's absolutely unbelievable. They are a wonderful new supplier that I look forward to building a long-lasting relationship with. And I may have mentioned this in the last video, but for those of you that know of Celebrity Cruise Line, um, you should know that Celebrity Cruise Line has actually officially started to enter into the river cruise. Now, I don't exactly have a lot of information as it relates to this because this is still very, very new information. I will gladly provide more information as it becomes available. But what I can tell you is that they are building an entirely new fleet of ships for the river cruise portion of their company. And again, I absolutely 100% I look forward to viewing this information. I really do. Because I know that you all are going to absolutely love it. When I first even heard about it, I was just mind blown. I'm like, wait, what? Celebrity Cruise Line, a company that's always been in the ocean cruise sector, has now moved into the river cruise portion. I mean, things are changing. I'll give it that. But those are the new suppliers, and more suppliers are even to be coming in the foreseeable future. But I also do want to remind everybody of something. For those of you that love, and I mean absolutely love sandals and beaches resorts, I am sandals certified, so I can help you make your dream honeymoon, family vacation, couples getaway, adults only getaway the absolute getaway of your dreams. I work every day, hand in hand with with all my suppliers, and Sandals is absolutely no exception. I go as far as to utilize the resources that I have available to me to reach out to the hotel directly to make sure that you are 100% taken care of. But now, let's get on to the operational side of things. That's where I'm really beyond thrilled to unveil the updates in this particular area, because there have been a lot. So, first and foremost, I have had at least 2 people at the time that this video was published travel using the new system. The travel documents worked perfectly. Now, what does that mean for you? Well, it's kind of something that actually dates to a misconception about travel agents and our use in this digital age, and how some people may consider us to be outdated. Well, let me assure you, that is not the case. At Awesome Frank Travel, one of the key things that I pride myself on is I do everything 100% digital. I absolutely despise paper. Absolutely despise it. I can't stand it. And courtesy of these travel documents now being in the form of a link for all of you, there were some changes that I had to make to somebody's travel documents because their flight times changed, which is a given. Because the flight times might fluctuate purely based on the crew's availability. Now, that doesn't mean that if, say, hypothetically, you were going from initially Minneapolis to Hawaii. I'm just going to use that as an example. And then you go from Minneapolis to Los Angeles to Hawaii. And yes, contrary to misguided belief on that particular notion, there are direct flights to Hawaii, but they typically try and direct you through either Los Angeles, Portland, Oregon, or Seattle. But as a lot of you know, I'm somebody who looks for the direct flights, so that way it maximizes your time in the destination. But the point here is when the flight times change, it updates automatically within my system. Automatically. And that information immediately, or if not momentarily, is updated in the link that you receive for your travel documents. Now, why I'm saying momentarily is because it doesn't take it very long, but it does take time for it to bounce in between the servers. So, but you will get the information so much faster in comparison to what it had to be in the past, where you had to wait for me to get it from my laptop to print that stuff off to you and then send it off to you as a PDF, which created confusion. I don't like confusion. I want everything for you as the customer to be as absolutely seamless and stress-free as possible. So to have the information available to you right away is one thing that really does separate me as a travel agent from other travel agencies in the area. Also, the one operational update that I'm also beyond thrilled to announce to all of you, and I may have referenced this in the last video as well, passport applications. those are now in the form of a digital fillable PDF file. Now, that being said, still have to print it out. You still have to print it out so that it can be sent out to the State Department. And the fees and everything associated with that are all covered by the post office. And those fees change a lot. So if you have any questions regarding the fees of either a new passport or a passport renewal, please don't hesitate to reach out to me and I will gladly provide that information to you. But where this matters to you as the customer is it is going to make getting the passport applications off to you so much faster than what it has ever been in the past. Where before I had to put it out in the mail and then it had to wait to get to you. And as we all know, the United States Postal Service speed is not exactly their strong suit. And I mean, let's be honest, postage is going up all the time. So I also look to do things more digitally for that reason as well. But this is something that I have waited so long for because it really is going to be a massive monumental shift in my ability and to run everything electronic to make sure that you get the most up-to-date information as it is provided to you. Just 1 second, everybody. And also, for those of you that have a Delta SkyMiles or even any SkyMiles number with any airline for that matter, your information now, this is the one part of the new system that I'm absolutely thrilled to announce that it's finally here. I'm so happy because it's going to make things so much faster moving forward. Your information will immediately be stored inside my new system. I have the file locked, so nobody can get to it, except for me. But it's going to prevent me from having to ask you the information again, which is going to help ultimately streamline the booking process. Because my goal is to get every single booking under half an hour of time when dealing with flight, hotel, and insurance, the whole shebang. It's to streamline the process. Now, the other thing that I'm also going to cover a few other things in this video that are surrounding the questions and really the validity, if you will, behind using a travel agent. The first one is online booking convenience. In today's digital world, where you can use websites such as Expedia, Orbitz, Travelocity. I'm not even gonna, don't even get me started on Google with anything to do with that, because I'm gonna tell all of you right now, Google has no GDS capabilities. Zero. So, but it's just a convenience. You might see it as we can do everything on our own. Why do we need a travel agent? Well, even though you book it online and even though you book it on your own, if something goes wrong, you could be on hold for hours on end trying to rectify something so simple. Where we as the travel agent, it is my job as the agent to take that stress immediately off of you, leave that to me. Because what I can tell you is in just even one trip, I don't care if it's just a flight, if it's just a hotel, if it's a flight, hotel, insurance. Again, the whole shebang. I do not care. There are so many things that we do for you as the customer in the background that you don't have to worry about. That's our job. That's our job. That is my job to make sure that you don't have to worry about it. That all you have to do is just sit back, relax, and enjoy your vacation. Worrying is my job. My mind is an analytical cluster freak and races 20 miles a second. I have access to information and contacts that are not readily available to you as members of the general public. The next concern that I would like to alleviate is the fact that some people believe that using a travel agent adds unnecessary fees to your trip. No. It's not the case. It's not the case. As a travel agent, I am paid strictly off of commission. So I do not add any additional cost to your trip without clearing it by you as the customer. I also have access to discounts that are specific to travel agents. That you cannot find these types of discounts out on the open market. You have to use an agent to get these discounts. And these discounts can be very sizable. Very, very sizable. One perfect example. Unfortunately, this program is no longer an option through Austin Frank Travel, and I still wish it was, and for that I do apologize. But the American Express Paper Points. So through another supplier that I work with called Avalon Waterways, an absolutely wonderful river cruise company that does river cruising in Europe and other destinations overseas. An exclusive offer to save $800 on your cruise. That's a sizable chunk of change. You could not find that on the open market. You had to go through me as an agent. So we have access to tools and honestly, resources not available to you as members of the general public. Because I also work to get your cost of your trip brought down exponentially in my skill negotiation with each supplier. The next biggest concern that really is encountered with that some people ask me is if travel agents even still exist. And because some people have the perception that we are only used by corporations. That is not at all the case. Let me show you that. As the founder of Austin Frank Travel, I deal with both sides. I deal with both the leisure and corporate. But you are treated no differently if you are a leisure client or if you are a corporate client. You are still given the same level of service tailored specifically to your travel needs, whether that be, again, for personal or corporate use. So it doesn't need to be specifically just corporate. I also deal with leisure. The next major concern that a lot of people have when using a travel agent is, and I'm the exact same way, is that when using Osprey Travel, will I, as the customer, have complete control over my booking? The answer to that question is yes. I make sure that you have absolutely every bit of control over your booking and what happens during your vacation to ensure that you have the absolutely best experience possible. Just because you're using an agent, that doesn't mean that you're releasing and losing that control. No. You still keep the same level of control using a travel agent as what you do doing it on your own. And quite honestly, actually, you have more control using me as an agent than what you do by doing it by yourself. Because you have somebody in your back corner that if something goes wrong, you can just pick up the phone, call me, and I get it done. So you will always have that complete control over your booking and what happens during your trip. There are a few other things that I will also be going over in next month's monthly product update video because I don't want to take up any more of everybody's time. But again, I want to thank all of you for taking the time to watch this video. As always, please do like, comment, and subscribe to the video because I do still watch these analytics very closely and I still see that a vast majority of you watching this video are not subscribed, meaning that you are missing out on the opportunity to view information like this. So when you subscribe, hit that notifications bell because then you can immediately be notified when a video goes out. As always, my contact information will be listed in the description of this video. I want to thank everybody for their time. Have a great day.